Good morning, everyone. Today is Saturday. Oh my God, finally. November 23rd. And today we will cover the trades for YieldMax funds, TSLY, CONY, NVDY, MSTY, AMZY. Now, someone asked me the other day, are you going to cover Biggie? You know, Biggie. So, I mean, maybe. So I figured, I haven't really looked at it, to be honest. So I figured I'd pull it up with you guys. Obviously, what is Biggie? It's a new YieldMax fund, target 12. So basically, they're gonna pay 12% yield, and they're gonna own 50 of the biggest companies. The reason I haven't covered it yet is because it's 12% yield. I mean, does anyone really care about 12% yield anymore? To be honest, I don't think so. This is for the people who, they want to play it safe and they have more money, and, or they want to play it safe or they have a lot of money, and then 12% is actually enough for them to live off of, which I wouldn't blame them, because I would, YieldMax can easily make 12% and probably get some capital appreciation at the same time. So I just want to see, all right, the fund overview. It seeks a target annual income level of 12%, invests in the 50 large cap companies, blah, 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 seeks to generate target 12. Yeah, we know that. Seeks capital appreciation. All right, so basically 12% yield, same expense ratio you guys are used to, 0.99%. And that's it. 12% yield and more capital appreciation. So if I go to download holdings, I'll make this quick, and you guys can let me know if you want more of a deep dive. I can go to the prospectus and everything. But it's like maybe like a mini S&P fund, right? So you see Apple, and then they're doing some covered calls. AMZY, and then they're doing some covered calls. ABT, Adobe, they're holding, right? No covered calls. So it looks like they're being a little more flexible on certain things. So yeah, they're holding some, they're doing covered calls on some, and that's it. So the ones that they're just holding outright, they're just going to let that appreciate, right? Or it can go down, obviously. But I don't see any puts so far as I'm scrolling through. It's just a covered call fund. So nothing too complicated, nothing too crazy here. It's interesting to see, though, the ones that they don't have covered calls on, like Wells Fargo, Verizon. I don't see those going up. Do you? I don't know. Texas Instruments. I mean, that's a good one to not cap, right? Tesla. I don't know, man. Although I guess for Tesla, they got to get that yield. Who else? Now, Netflix. Yeah, so, McDonald's, hell yeah. I did see Costco in here. I don't think that had covered calls either. Yeah, cost. So that's cool. And then I guess we go over to the allocation percentage, right? Which is the weightings, and you could see how much of each fund that they do own. But, there's a lot of funds. 11% is Apple. Good Lord. I guess they like Apple. So I think that's the biggest fun. But yeah, let me know in the comments if you guys want me to do a separate review on this fund, and I will take a look. Okay, I won't waste any more of your time on that. All right, sorry about that. Let's resume. Who had trades yesterday? NVDY had trades, and CONY had trades, and that's it. That's fine. Perfect. Thank God, right? All right, so what did NVDY do yesterday? First off, you look for the BCs by the close. You look at the top and you see this crap and you're like, all right, what the hell's going on, right? And I used to go crazy and be like, oh my God, how am I going to account for that? Blah, 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 blah. But long story short, when you see something like this, it just means something squeaked through the cracks, got assigned. So, they had to they probably got assigned 300 shares. They had to sell it, blah, 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 which means they had to split out 3 contracts, I guess, for next week. Because you can see right below that, they sold covered calls for 3 contracts. All right. So let's ignore that part for now, and then we'll go right under it. BC by the close, the 150, 5 cents. All right. That's a win. Check, check. Down further, BC by the close, 3 cents. That's a win. Check, check. See? if you guys like ever want to review these yourselves, if you look at something like that, you can say to yourself, oh, good job, they did good. Then obviously, if you wanted to look into the calls for next week, you look at the SS and the B. Obviously, short sale, they sold the call for next week, and then B for buy call. Anything with the Friday date for next week. So, but we'll look at that on the spreadsheet. Okay. All right, so they have a synthetic 148. They did not add to it all those transactions for the weekly plays, but they have 95,240 contracts. Again, Nvidia is under the strike of this synthetic. Now they're 4% under, but again, this expires in 91 days. I want to do a quick check, actually. 95,240, 95,240. Okay, so that looks good. All right, let's go to the weeklies. Weeklies tab, where basically the magic happens. All right, so Nvidia had another red day, down 3.22%. NVDY went down 2.73%. So how many red days? Oh, no, they did have a little green. Red, green, red, red, red. Yeah. I don't know, man. Nvidia, I feel like it's due for something here, right? It's been a little quiet. It's due to blow, right? I know it's already priced so high, but again, what's not in the stock market? Anyway, let's take a look at the trades. All right, so to avoid any complication and to make my life easier, I just added those three that got assigned and closed early. I added it to the closure of the contracts that you see in green. Because again, I'm not going to penny crap this. I'm not going to calculate every little freaking penny. I used to do that. I don't care anymore, I don't care that they got assigned early. It's 300 shares. Who gives a damn, right? So, also, like, whatever happened, it's going to be around the same price, right? So it's not going to fluctuate too much more. Down here, this is accurate. Again, they separated the three contracts, but I just wanted to let you know the forced closure of the funds, those 300 shares, they got assigned, right? So they got assigned, and then they closed them out immediately. It's funny because they do have a lingering one. They have the, you don't see like the call that they bought. They didn't sell it. You don't see it on the trades. It's open. It expired yesterday and it's open on the holdings. So again, confusing stuff, but let's not waste time on that crap. But I do have to acknowledge it, of course, because if you guys saw it and you're wondering, you're waiting for me to explain this crap, I'm here to tell you who gives a damn. All right, so let's move on. So 46,672 contracts. They closed it out 3 cents. Boom, win, win, win. 46,668 contracts. They closed it out 5 cents. Win, win, win. Call credit spread, if you look underneath, they made a penny. So obviously, they're not worth their time on the call credit spread. But if you look at the overall profit, they made 12 million on both of them, essentially. So if you go over here, someone asked me the other day, how do you calculate sell N1, which is the total income? See this column, payment 2, this picks up the profit and the loss of each and every trade. And on the bottom, we have sell Y, I believe it's 1,000. That's the subtotal of all of this, and that is the total income for this 4-week cycle. So this 12 million that they just made gets added, the overall 12 million gets added to that. All right, so hopefully that made sense to everyone. I do plan on doing a separate video, updated video, I should say, of how exactly everything on my spreadsheet works. And I'll do that. I don't know when, but I will do that. I don't know if you guys want that, but I do. I know some of you want it. I don't know if a lot of you do, but I know it's important because sometimes I go through these and you guys are like, "What in the hell is he talking about?" All right, let's continue. So the 1,900 contracts, that was just chilling there. That was sitting there. That has a 148. That's 4.26% out of the money heading into next week. It expires in 4 trading days because we have Thanksgiving. Now, the trades that they made yesterday, these are all of them, okay? They chose, I guess we could say scattered-do, but not really. But they basically split them up. They chose a 145 and a 146 strike, kind of like half and half. The 145 is 2.15% out of the money. The 146 is 2.85% out of the money. I mean, I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I know they have the stupid call credit spread, but it's a big gap. It's like a $10 or more gap in between. And Nvidia's been, I feel like it's been on the downward. So I feel like we're due for something. So I don't know. I don't like it's being this tight, to be honest. And then obviously the three contracts down below, they split it out. I know it's super annoying. I probably just should have added it to another. However, if you look, I guess they could have squeezed into the 46,669. But I do have it separated because when they close it, they may separate it. So whatever, right? Whatever. How much did they make in opening these new positions? Well, let's see, 7, 6, 13 million around there, whatever. Annualized yield, what do they got? 55% overall, of course. 51%, 51%, yeah, a little aggressive. But again, at the time of the trade, who knows what it calculated to be. So the moral of the story is NVIDIA won their trades. Hallelujah, freaking Luya, right? Hallelujah. A fund that wins trades on the weeklies. Could you imagine? We are finally here. But now you had to go and ruin it and do these tight ass strikes. But I don't know, man. Anyway, let's move on. So outstanding shares, just so you guys know, I have a new, not a series anymore, but I did track what funds move the most, 5% in and out, and Nvidia was one of them that fluctuated a lot. So I would not expect, just because it's been kind of quiet as of late and on the downward. I don't know. Maybe they think the same. Anyway, let's move on. Outstanding shares, 425,000 outstanding share increase. That's pretty big jump. All right, so here's the recap. 30-day IV, 41%. Outstanding shares, 53.3 mil. All right, guys, we got income. 12.6 mil. Good job. I feel like I haven't done this part in so long. That comes to a distribution of 24 cents. A daily income of a penny. Oh, yeah, we are making a penny per day. That is a daily yield of 0.05%. Annualized yield, 19%. Oh, yeah. I decided to add a reaction with a bull because in my own eyes, and this is what I want because I own Soxol, I want Nvidia to turn things around. Unfortunately, we'll blow through their calls right away, but we'll see. I feel like I'm feeling good about Monday. Monday, little bull. Get that bull out for Nvidia. Let's go some green. Anyway, I'm not here to predict the future, but I'm just having fun. Group B does declare in 11 days on December 4th. All right, so let's take a look at payment information. Oh my God, it looks beautiful now. Synthetic income, 152 mil. Short call income, 12.6 mil. Net income, 165 mil. Fantastic. We'll share that with our friends, our 53,300,000 friends. And it comes to, all right, you get 310. You get 310. No, you get 310. So that's good. Win-loss record, not great. Obviously, 5 wins, 7 losses. Now, if we talk about estimates, our IV estimate sucks. It's 89 cents. So if we look, okay, we got anywhere between 89 cents and 310. What did they pay last month? $1.02. I mean, we're going to get over, it's safe to say we're getting over $1, right? We're getting over $1 for sure. But the big question is how much over $1? Are we talking 2? Are we talking 3? No, not 3. But we're talking anywhere between $1 and $2. That is my guesstimate at this very moment. I don't know if you guys want me to do that. I could do that probably every video. Just give a guesstimate. And as that guesstimate. All right. What do we got here? Holdings. Again, we got those 3 shares lingering. That'll go away. So who gives a crap about that? What is it worth? Market value, $1.50. See what I mean? Why am I wasting my time on it? All right. So how's the synthetic looking? borderline gold digger status, not quite song worthy. But yeah, what is a gold digger? Pink is the gold digger. Pink is gold digger if pink is much more than the orange. Right now, it's not much more, but it's more, which means she's taking his money, right? But not too much, right? He didn't date like completely out of his league. It's not a complete gold digger yet, but she's getting there, man. She's turning bougie. Things, I don't know. He's got to turn things around. He needs that bull, that Monday morning bull. And if he gets that, the future gold digger may not happen. But if that bear shows up, could be ugly for him. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about, but I'd like to have a little fun with this, right? In the holdings. Anyway, so what's the net asset value of NVIDIA? It's 1.3 billion, which is insanity, right? Should I add an indicator of annualized income for YieldMax? I just thought about NVIDIA. So I'm not going to talk about CONY yet. Let me finish the other, the big three, right? So let's go to the spreadsheets. We can go right to TSLY. See, TSLY, how you doing? Well, TSLY's got a 295, just chilling, 19% above it. They had a really good day yesterday. Their synthetic, again, expires in 91 days. Let's see how good they did yesterday. All right, Tesla did go up 3.8%. It was kind of like a midday jump. It was like boom. But yeah, they went up 3.8. TSLY went up 2.55%. Not the best, but decent capture, I guess we could say. Again, we got some time here. When these expire 12/6, that sucks, right? They kind of skipped a week, right? Can we get this all on one freaking page here? All right, but actually, let me double check the expiration date. I always have to think, like, they really did 12/6? No, they did. Okay. So they skipped a week. They said, I'm going on vacation next week. I'm the TSLY fund manager. I don't work Thanksgiving week. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sell calls that expire on December 6th. And that's going to have to be okay with you. Okay? How do you feel about that? I don't know. That could be it. You never know, man. Anyway, they did it. It doesn't make sense why they did it. It doesn't. It really doesn't. But whatever, let's just go with it. Let's see, they got a 360, 360, and a 360, okay. So everything's, all eggs in one basket, 360 covered call. It's 2.11% out of the money already. So that 5% is already, more than half dug into. So Tesla, they have 4 trading days next week. They have 5 trading days the following. This is for 9 trading days. They're going to get their asses capped. And unfortunately, the dead zone is a lot. $65. Good God. This is not a good spot to be in. But if they do what they've been doing, if they basically avoid the damage early, like if Monday Tesla skyrockets to, what's it at now, 352, if it goes to like 380 somehow, and they close out, they make something off the buy calls, and I don't know, maybe. Again, this is to me, terrible. This is like set up to lose. I mean, unless Tesla just goes down or stays flat, then that's perfect. That's awesome, smart. But then I don't see it. I see this as a losing trade. No matter which way you look at it, it's a loser. Sorry, TSLY holders, but that trade sucks. All right. So yesterday, people bought in 150,000 additional outstanding shares. All right. So here's the recap: 30-day IV 61%, outstanding shares 64,275,000. No net income. And it's probably not going to get any better, but they lost 52 million on the weekly so far. Yeah, Tesla, slow the hell down, man. We're going to lose our trades, so slow your roll, right? Remember, as a TSLY shareholder, you're in a covered call fund, right? It's a bearish play. You can't root for Tesla to go up, especially when the covered calls are this tight, right? 5% out of the money for how many freaking days? I don't know when they make the trade, actually. If we look here, they made it on the 20th. So good God, that was even more days. So I don't know what to say, dudes. But oh yeah, Tesla declares next week. By the way, 4 days, and it declares on the 27th. Oddly enough, next week, payment day for YieldMax is the Monday. Payment day for Defiance and Roundhill is the Friday. So come on, YieldMax. You know, you got to get your shit together. Roundhill and Defiance, they move their crap up a day. They're declaring an ex-dividend date is a day prior, so they can have the payment day in the same week. YieldMax got lazy, and they didn't do that. So now we're getting paid on the Monday. So thanks a lot, YieldMax. You got to get with it. So good job on Roundhill and Defiance for looking ahead of that, on that. All right, synthetic income. How much are we getting paid, baby? We got synthetic income 144 mil. We lost 52 million on our weeklies. Shocker. We have 91 million in total. That's income. Thanks to the synthetics. Thanks to the underlying. All right, so here's our income. 142 per share. That's how much we made in total. That's how much my estimate is going to be looking at. If we look at the IV, it's 62%. So they could pay anywhere from 80 cents to 142. If you look at the last 4-week cycle, they paid 59 cents. So either way we look at this, we're getting a raise. That is for damn sure. Are they going to pay over $1? That's a good question. If I were to guess, I don't know. I have to see what the yield is, but it's going to be, I'm probably going to put it around that range though. It might just be under, but they might just do it just because, right? Just, again, if people see $1 payment, it makes them say, oh, I love Tesla, right? If you see 80 cent, 90 cent, you're like, Tesla's okay. But so they may pay $1. They may. I don't know yet. I don't know yet. Let me know what you think if you have a definitive answer here. All right, so look at this, man. Look at that synthetic. What a beauty. The orange, 224 mil. Broke ass girl, 46 mil. We can afford her. We can afford multiple of her, which is awesome. So he can have many wives. All right, so the calls, again, it's not good. It's not good right now. We need Tesla to just have a sell-off. All right, so what do we got? We got net asset value, $1 billion. All right, that's good. The NAV is 1566. The trade price is 1567. Synthetic bailout, oh my God, 177 mil. Are they going to cash this sucker out anytime soon? Probably not. I mean, we saw the expiration date, right? If we go here, expiration date 2/21. I mean, we're in November. Why would they close it out? Especially this 4-week cycle. They already have the income to generate to pay us. Next 4-week cycle, again, maybe they'll win the weeklies. Next 4-week cycle. This is assuming they consider them separate, right? I consider each cycle separate income-wise. They could just look at the fiscal year and say, we just got to make it up. And we just got to. So we'll see, guys. We'll see. But they're in a good spot, believe it or not. It's just the weeklies. I don't see anything, unless Tesla has a massive sell-off, which, it's possible. But it's, I don't know. Who knows? All right, so here's MSTY. MSTY, what can you say? What can you say, man? Massive sell-off, massive recovery. This fund is awesome. But anyway, 28,220 contracts. Oh, by the way, I need to cover this real quick because a lot of people do ask me about doing options on MSTY, and I shut them down. I say they don't work on the YieldMax funds. It's not worth it. The premium's not there. And I decided to look at the options chart last night, and oh my God, the premium is there. Holy crap. So I apologize for shutting that down in the comments. But yes, I will be looking into doing options on MSTY. That is 100% true. I'm hell to the yeah. I am super excited for Monday based on what I saw on the MSTY options chart. So stay tuned for that. So thank you for bringing it up, everyone. So I guess, yeah, I guess some of the funds are worthy of it. I didn't think so. I mean, granted, MSTY doesn't have weekly options. They have monthly options, which I'm not a fan of. However, if I'm buying and holding these funds anyway, if I don't care, it's like I can make it work. And I have MSTY in a separate fund too. It's in the dividend car account, but why not bring some premium to the dividend car account, right? If I'm buying and holding MSTY anyway, why not bring some additional income to the dividend car account? I got margin just chilling. Why not sell puts? It's money I don't have to pay interest on if the cash is on hold and it doesn't get assigned anyway. Why not? Anyway, I'll talk about that later on, but all I'm going to say is goddamn. All right. So they have the, no trades, 28,220 contracts. They're way above their strike, 33% above their strike, but it expires in 91 days, so they're not going to touch it. All right. So let's look at the damage between the 2 days here. So the day prior, MSTR, huge sell-off from getting shorted. And the next day, pretty good recovery, right? Down 16% in one day, up 6% the next day. Okay, so let's look at MSTY. MSTY, I mean, again, it's tough to look at because they did have ex-dividend day, but they dropped 24% on that day, and they recovered 6.25%. Yesterday, they actually went up more than the underlying. Do you believe that? That's some good stuff right there. So what a recovery. What a day, man. I am happy. I did buy some MSTX on the big dip and MSTY, so I am happy about that. Should I have bought more? Yeah, no, I know I should have bought more, but whatever. All right, so where do we stand heading into next week? Well, first let's look at the 1129s. All right, so they have 10,000 contracts. This one's a call credit spread. It's a 610 strike. 44 right now. It's 44% out of the money. Again, 4 trading days, leaving 10% a day. I'm good with that. But there's a call credit spread there. All right, there's a 760. I mean, we paid $11.59 per share for that piece of garbage. You ain't gonna do. I don't think it's worth it. Again, at the time, I know it was a little tighter, but still, the gap is just, I don't know. Anyway, the one down below, I like much better. 10,000 contracts, 750 strike price, 77% out of the money. Again, we want these to expire worthless, right? Because if they go in the money, then guess what? We have to cash settle, which means we're going to lose. So we want the fund to go, end under the strike price of the sold covered call. So the 750 looks great. The 610 looks pretty damn good. And the 760 buy call looks useless. All right. So let's look at the one for the 12/6 expiration. There's 2 at the top. No synthetic, not synthetic. There's no, call credit spread attached. So they just have the 790 contracts, 720. 885 contracts, 720. So both with a 720 strike, 70% out of the money. But again, that's not for 4 days. That's for 9 days. So that's not as safe, believe it or not. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Now, 6,545 contracts, they have at 620 strike price. Again, for 9 trading days, 46% out of the money. Is that safe? No, it's not. They do have a call credit spread. 200, oh my God, I need water. $270 gap. I mean, no, thank you. I mean, come on, man. What can I say? Too much gap there. Anyway, let's move on. Outstanding shares did go up by 25,000. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to hold in what I want to say, but 30-day IV. This is why MSTY still rules. I just wish, I mean, they're starting to do less credit spreads because they can go so far out of their freaking money that they can actually still win. They can still do it. 222% IV. Hello. Anybody home? Anyway, outstanding shares 35.6 mil. Total net income, we lost 93 mil. right? We lost 93 mil, but we're done doing that crap. We're done. Let's make money. All right. Reaction. This was yesterday. Unbelievable. All right. Group D declares in 25 days on December 18th. Will it be another massive payment? I mean, probably. This thing is freaking nuts. All right. So here we go. Short call loss. All right. 93 mil. All right. No income. Sorry. No income. No income to report. But we can look at the IV. The IV payment is 665, which is even greater than the last payment. So we'll see. We'll see as time goes on, where we stand. But again, we're starting a new 4-week cycle. The last 4-week cycle was a win. However, they could have done better on the weeklies. Okay, they could have. All right, let's see what we got going on here. How's our synthetic looking? Well, it's looking like it's going to whoop some ass one day. It is massive. Look at that orange. The call is worth 532 mil. That is just insane. But we have to, again, when they do close it, they have to close out the put too. The put would cost 222 mil, but still, that's nothing, right? That still leaves them with 300 mil. And then we got everything in between, but again, we have to let that play out. But we'll see. We'll see. All right, and then this shows here. Look at the synthetic bailout. 309 mil. Unbelievable. All right, total net asset value of this fund of MSTY is 1.2 billion. 1.2 billion. Right. The NAV is 35.63. The trade price is 35.85. Wowza. All right, so that's the update on the big three. Now we talk about the big two. CONY had a trade, though, so let me pull that up. We have that right here. What do? They always do something. CONY fund manager, he never takes a day off. He's like those, one of those big nerds. He just loves work. He loves numbers. He's like, what can I do today? And here we got, BC minor close. Okay, we got that one. That's a win. Oh, we got a BC here. We won that one, 27 cents. And we got another buy to close, $1. That was a close one. I don't know. Sorry, guys. Maybe I'm losing it. It is early. What else? So they looks like they won. They won their 1122s. That's good. And then they opened new positions into next week. Again, you don't see any P's in that middle section under where the ticker is, because they didn't do anything to the synthetic. They just closed out weeklies and they added new ones, right? They closed out 1122s. They added 1129s. So we'll see where they stand on the holdings spreadsheet. CONY fund manager, if you're listening, my bad. I know you don't sound like that, or maybe you do. Who knows? But maybe we can interview you, right? We should interview an actual fund manager. That would be cool. All right, Ulti fund manager. That would be awesome. He's probably super nerd. But anyway, Coin, how'd you do? You went up. Good job, Coin. You went up 3.09%. CONY went up 3.44%. I mean, love it. Love it, love it, love it. CONY fans, you love it. I know you do. All right, so how we doing with a synthetic? Well, Coin is at 304. We have a synthetic at 300, and we have a synthetic at 320. So, we're not doing fantastic, but this expires on 2/21. Are we in gold digger status? Not quite. So no singing today. What else we got going on? Well, let's look at the expiration dates. Under QSIP, we have 1129s, okay? 1129. So everything expires next week. That's how it should be, right? Weekly covered calls. Enough of this skipping a week. CONY fund manager, man, he don't take off, right? So he's working next week. Good man. Nerd or not. All right, 24,565 contracts, 320 strike price, 5% out of the money. Good. Check. Mike, check. 1212. All right, 5,000 contracts, 322.50, 5.86% out of the money. Okay, whatever. Well, let's move on. 3,715 contracts, 325 strike. All right, we're getting better. 6.68% out of the money. Check. Unfortunately, our lowest holding, 900 contracts, 350 strike. This one looks much better. 14% out of the money. Again, we got 4 trading days. So a lot of this is 5% out of the money with 4 trading days on Coin. Oh, man, it's not Not trustworthy. But we do have call credit spreads. Let's see where they're at. We got a 370, a 375, a 380, and a 460. The first one from will help in 21%. Obviously, yeah, if they close it early, they have time value. But again, if they let it go to Friday, it has to be, if it's worth money, it's got to be above that strike. So again, right now, coin is 21% away from the lowest buy, call that they purchased. It's a buy call. But yeah, I don't know. Again, that gap it's big. The gap's big on their call credit spreads. And again, you guys know how I feel. So let's move on. Total net assets $1 billion. NAV is 1660. Trade price 1656. So steady Eddie CONY, man. What a recovery. Remember everyone was down in the dumps. CONY was just like, what was it, $11? Like, was it $10? I mean, it was bad. And then the people that either bought in or held, man, they are just jumping for joy. Because crypto be cryptoing. What can you say? All right, we can't talk about synthetic bailout because they're in the negative. So let's just go to the 30-day IV. All right, 30-day IV, 91%. I mean, that's awesome. It's not 200% like freaking MSTR, holy crap, but it's pretty damn good. IV estimate $1.16. Group C declares on December 11th in 18 days. Okay? Okay. All right, last but not least, the steady Eddie, the lame ass of the group, the one that takes no risks, Amazon. All right, Amazon went down 0.64%. AMZY went down 0.27%. So AMZY beat Amazon. Good job, AMZY. Good boy. All right, so how's your synthetic doing? Amazon is at 197, synthetic at 210, but expires on 221. Again, not quite gold digger status, so we're okay. But do we have expiration next week? Yes, we do. AMZY fund manager works on Thanksgiving week, thankfully, so let's do this. All right, so we got 10,280 contracts, 202.50 strike price, 2.73% out of the money. Yeesh. But again, it's Amazon. Amazon don't move much. But I mean that 2%, yeah, it could breach that. It could blow through that. But they do have a call credit spread of 210, so it's a 750 gap. Again, I don't want my call credit spreads on AMZY. Sorry. All right. So total net asset value, 203 mil. The NAV is 1841. Trade price 1845. Again, we can't talk about synthetic bailout. But 30-day IV 27%. IV estimate 39 cents. Group D declares, well, yeah, AMZY just paid. Obviously, Misty just paid. AMZY just paid a massive payment. So 39 cents is not acceptable for people, by the way. I know that, but hopefully they have another good payment. But anyway, they declare again in 25 days on 12/18. So stay tuned for that. I'm not going to do, there is no pre-market, obviously, because it's Saturday. So that's pretty much it, guys. So that's all I got for you. That's all she wrote. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit the like button. All right, it's a button, right? It's under the video. Just hit the button. It's a thumbs up, right? Not the thumbs down one, the thumbs up. Just hit it once. If you hit it twice, it clicks off, all right? So hit it once, or you can hit it 3 times, or 5, or 7, or not, you get the gist. So why do you hit it? Well, because how does YouTube know that you guys love my video, right? How do they know that? They don't, They think people, maybe the views aren't enough, so they need the thumbs up option, right? Maybe they throw that into the algorithms, right? Again, I don't know. I need to do more research on that. So maybe someday. I know nothing about, I definitely do not know anything about how YouTube works and all that. How to make, because I've been doing the same video for, I don't even know how long. I haven't changed anything, right? Recording on a phone, same title, same picture, same everything. So clearly I'm not doing anything to better my channel, but whatever I'm doing is working. So that's why I haven't really done anything different. But Also, as always, this is not financial advice. As you know, I am not a financial advisor. This video is for fun and entertainment. You can't tell by how I'm talking. All right, so hopefully you had fun. Hopefully you were entertained. If not, I mean, I don't know what to tell you. You're going to have to wait until the Monday recap, right? And, you know, I do have other videos. I have videos coming out today. I do have my options trading update. That posts typically on the Saturday afternoon. And then, of course, the newest series, the dry series, Defiance versus Roundhill versus YieldMax. That's 6 p.m. on Saturday afternoons. And then, of course, there's the YieldMax guesstimate video, which will premiere 6:30 a.m. on every Sunday. All right. So outside of that, I got nothing else. So, yeah, I guess that's the end of the video. So that being said, let's think about a keyword. So again, I haven't thought about it. I haven't thought about a keyword again. But if you made it this far in the video and you want to prove it, you have to say the key word. What the heck is a key word? I'll let you... let's see. It's Saturday. It should be a good day. Everyone's happy. Everyone's got their MSTY payment. But, yeah, I don't know. Let's just go with the call credit spread gist, right? Call credit spreads. And I know I probably asked this already and you guys gave your opinions, but I'll let you make the comment. You either say call credit spreads are awesome or call credit spreads are stupid. Nothing in between. Don't do no middle ground. Make a stance. Call credit spreads are awesome or call credit spreads are stupid. Because again, people from YieldMax, they could be watching. Jay could be watching. He may read the comments. So I'm sure he's curious what others think outside of my dumbass, right? So if you guys want your voices heard, let's get that keyword out in the comments and share how you feel. Again, base it on your own opinion, not mine, all right? Base it on what you see, you know, once they made the change. Do you see, are things getting better or are things getting worse? That's really what should matter, all right? Anyway, guys, that's all I got for today. I just wanted to say, as usual, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for supporting the channel. And, you know, it is greatly appreciated. Again, this is, it's fun. I'm having fun. Hopefully you guys are having fun. Hopefully you're learning some stuff. Maybe not. I don't know. I do my best. But I will talk to you guys later. Have a great weekend. Later.